You don't need a dollar to start. You need perspective. Everyone's so caught up in the idea that money is the starting line that if you don't have capital, if you don't have some investor writing a check, you're out of the game. That's garbage. The truth is, the majority of people already have what they need to begin. It's not money, it's them. Their knowledge, their experience, their network, their phone, their voice. The tools are right in front of you, but most of you are too busy fantasizing about something you think you need instead of using what you already have. You're walking around with a $1000 smartphone connected to the internet with the ability to reach millions, and you're telling yourself you're broke. You're not broke. You're blocked. You're stuck in the mindset that success starts with a loan or a partner or a perfect idea. No, it starts when you finally understand what you already have in your pocket and inside your head. Think about what you actually know. What have you done in life? What do people come to you for advice about? Maybe you worked retail. Great. You understand customer service. Maybe you've helped your cousin grow their Instagram page. Awesome. You understand content. Maybe you've been organizing school events or helping family with resumes or fixing phones or doing hair or editing videos for fun. Guess what? Those are all skills, and skills are more valuable than startup cash, because cash without skills gets burned, but skills compound, and let's stop pretending everyone's starting at zero. You've got time, you've got access to Google, you've got a social media account, you've got YouTube. That's leverage, that's distribution. If you're passionate about cooking, start filming your meals with your phone. Post them, talk about your process. If you've been journaling ideas for t-shirts or art, go design them using free tools and upload them to a print. On-demand service, no inventory, no costs, just your creativity and execution. You don't have to invent something new, you just have to execute faster than you're doubting yourself. Everyone wants to build something massive before building anything small, and the small is where the big gets born. You don't need to make $10,000 this month. You need to make your first sale. Get one person to trust you, one person to believe in your value, and you're in business. And that starts with what you know. People always ask, what business should I start? The answer is simple. Start with something you actually understand. If you spent 5 years gaming, stream, review games, sell gaming gear, be in that ecosystem. If you love fitness, start sharing your routine. Offer $0 coaching for your first 3 clients to build testimonials. If you speak 2 languages, start tutoring. There's no excuse. The internet leveled the playing field. You just haven't accepted that your brain and your phone are already your business partners. Stop thinking you need to go learn something new before you begin. You'll learn along the way. You'll get better by doing, not by preparing forever. Action teaches faster than theory. You're sitting on gold, but you're busy envying other people's diamonds. You're watching instead of doing. You're planning instead of posting, and time is ticking. You think you're waiting on the right moment, but the truth is, the moment is waiting on you. Right now, someone with less talent and less knowledge is making more money than you simply because they started. Because they didn't complain, they didn't wait for perfect. They used what they had. They were willing to suck before they got good. This is the era of access. If you've got Wi-Fi, you've got options. The only thing missing is your decision to execute. So stop worrying about what you don't have. Start obsessing over what you do. What you know is enough. What you have is enough. Now go prove it. There's no excuse anymore. The internet handed you the keys to the kingdom, and most of you are still acting like you're locked out. You don't need money. You need to use the free tools already sitting right in front of you, relentlessly, obsessively, daily. The playing field is more level than ever, and you're out here waiting for permission while others are building empires from their bedroom using nothing but a smartphone, free platforms, and pure execution. You want to design something, use Canva, free. You want to edit videos, CapCut, free. You want to learn how to do anything, YouTube, free. You want to research your niche, your audience, your competitors. Google, free. You want to write a business plan, a product description, a killer cold DM, use ChatGPT, free. You want to connect with customers, promote your product, or share your story, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, LinkedIn, X, all free. The tools are there. You just have to stop scrolling and start building. People will say, but I don't know how to use that stuff. Learn. That's the game. You think the people winning were born knowing how to edit videos or optimize SEO or write copy? No, they opened the app. They watched a free tutorial. They tested things. They failed. Then they got better. There's no shortcut except doing the work with what's already in your hand. And you know what's even more wild? These platforms don't just let you create. They give you distribution, free attention. You can upload one post and reach thousands of people. You can go viral without spending a dime. Yet you're complaining that no one knows about your business. Post more every day. Show people what you do. Document the process. Share your struggles. Promote your value. Do it again tomorrow. And the next day. There are people making 6 figures using nothing but a TikTok account and a phone camera. No funding, no team, no fancy branding, just consistency and using free tools the way most people use them to waste time. That's the difference. You're not lacking tools. You're lacking intention. You're on these platforms anyway. Why not flip the switch and use them to grow something instead of numbing yourself with other people's content? Everything you need to start, test, and scale something is either free or has a free version. You can build a brand on Instagram. You can test products on Etsy. You can validate ideas on Reddit. You can flip items on Facebook Marketplace. You can network on Twitter. You can grow a community on Discord. And if you don't know what any of that means, Google it. Watch 10 hours of content instead of 10 hours of Netflix this week, and you'll know more than most people who are sitting on the sidelines waiting for the right time. The right time is now. The tools are here. The cost is zero. All that's left is effort. That's the real currency. How hard are you willing to go with what's available? Because if you're not willing to post, not willing to learn, not willing to fail in public for a while, then you don't want it bad enough. You want comfort, not freedom. You want praise, not progress. Here's the move. Pick one thing you're good at or passionate about. Then Google how people are monetizing that thing in today's world. Then open up free tools and start building around it. Record a video talking about it. Design a graphic. Write a post. Offer value. Engage with others. Repeat. It's not complicated. It's just work. And the people willing to do the work with free tools are the ones winning while others make excuses. You don't need a fancy camera. You don't need a paid course. You don't need to wait until you're ready. You're ready the moment you start pressing buttons with intent. The first video will suck. The first design won't be great. The first pitch will feel awkward. That's fine. The second one will be better. The 10th one will be fire, but you'll never get to the 10th if you're stuck overthinking the first. Free tools are everywhere. The people who win are the ones who use them with urgency, with hunger, and without shame. It's not about being perfect. It's about being present, being consistent, and being obsessed with getting your thing off the ground no matter what. So if you've got a phone and Wi-Fi, you've got a chance. Now go take it. Nobody's coming, that's the truth. Nobody's going to tap you on the shoulder and say, hey, now's the perfect time. You're ready. Here's everything you need. That moment you're waiting for. It doesn't exist. You're sitting there, day after day, waiting for someone to validate you, to tell you that it's okay to go all in on your dream, your brand, your hustle. But the permission you're waiting for has to come from you. Most people lose because they wait. They wait for the degree. They wait for the weekend. They wait for their parents to understand, their friends to support them, their followers to grow, their content to be perfect. And while they're waiting, someone else is out there doing, executing, failing, learning, growing, winning. The gap between you and the people you admire isn't talent. It's not money, it's action. It's that they started. You're scared of judgment. Everyone is. But guess what? Judgment's coming whether you sit still or take action. So why not get judged for going after what you actually want? Why not get talked about for being bold instead of invisible? The world doesn't reward quiet potential. It rewards loud execution. You want people to respect you. Start doing the thing, not talking about it, not planning it, doing it, loudly, publicly now. Stop looking for guarantees. There are none. Stop needing support before you begin. You won't get it until you earn it. Your friends might laugh. Your family might doubt you. Your first few posts might flop. Your first offer might get ignored. That's the game, that's the tax you pay for wanting something more than average. Everyone wants success, but very few are willing to look like a beginner. The people you look up to, the creators, the entrepreneurs, the ones doing what you want to do, they didn't wait. They started with no followers, no likes, no audience, no confidence, but they showed up day 1, day 2, day 10. They didn't need someone to tell them it was okay. They decided it was okay, and that decision made all the difference. If you need permission, I'll give it to you right now. You're allowed to start messy. You're allowed to not know all the answers. You're allowed to suck at first. You're allowed to evolve. But don't confuse allowed with entitled. No one owes you attention. No one owes you results. You've got to earn that one post, one product, one sale, one lesson at a time. The internet changed the game. You can build a brand from your bedroom. You can launch a business from your phone. You can learn everything for free. And still, people are waiting to be discovered, waiting for the algorithm to be nicer. Waiting for life to slow down, waiting for someone to believe in them. Let me be clear, if you're still waiting, you're losing. You don't need permission to post your thoughts. You don't need permission to offer your service. You don't need permission to start a page, a store, a channel, a podcast, a side hustle. All you need is the guts to look a little foolish in the beginning. That's the price, and you'll pay it either way through action or regret. The difference, one moves you forward, the other leaves you stuck. Your ideas aren't too small, your story isn't too boring, your content isn't too random. The only thing that's too much is the overthinking. Every second you spend wondering if you're ready is a second someone else uses to get ahead. And the truth is, you'll never feel fully ready. The magic isn't in being ready, it's in being brave enough to begin anyway. You don't need permission because this isn't school. There's no grade, no gatekeeper, just you and the work. So what are you waiting for? A green light. The light's been green. It's been green this whole time. The only thing stopping you is the story you keep telling yourself, that you're not good enough yet, that you need more time, more resources, more clarity. But clarity comes from motion. Confidence comes from repetition. Results come from showing up again and again. So start. Messy, loud, imperfect. But start. No more asking, no more hoping, no more waiting. The people who win didn't wait to be picked. They picked themselves. Now it's your turn. Everyone's out here trying to create perfect content, and that's exactly why they're stuck. You're trying to be a polished brand when you haven't even taken the first step. You want the lighting perfect, the words perfect, the timing perfect, but perfection is just procrastination dressed up in a nice outfit. The truth is, documenting your journey is 1,000 times more powerful than trying to create some flawless image. The game isn't about acting like you've made it. It's about showing people the real climb. Documenting is raw, it's honest, it's human, and that's exactly what works today. People don't connect with robots. They connect with stories, they connect with progress. They want to see someone like them, someone real, trying, failing, learning, building. When you document instead of create, you stop performing and start being. And that's when you become dangerous. That's when people lean in, look around. The most followed creators, the most trusted voices. They're not out here crafting perfect messages. They're showing their life. They're talking directly to the camera. They're filming from their car, their kitchen, their bedroom. They're taking people along for the ride. And guess what? That's exactly what builds connection. Because the audience becomes invested in the journey, not just the result. You think your life is boring. It's not. What's boring is fake polish. What's boring is another copy motivational post with no context, no story, no soul. But when you show up and say, here's what I'm trying to do, or I just failed today, or this is what I learned from my first sale, that's real, that's value, that's trust. And don't get it twisted. Documenting isn't lazy, it's courageous. It means putting yourself out there before you feel ready. It means being seen in your early stages. It means having the guts to admit you're still figuring it out. But that transparency is your edge. It's what builds your community. Because when people see you doing it, not talking about it, they start to believe they can do it too. And that's where your influence really starts to grow. Creating puts pressure on you to be an expert. Documenting lets you be a student. And here's the thing. People love students. They love watching someone go from zero to something. They want to root for you. They want to witness the transformation. But if you wait until everything is perfect, you rob them of that experience. You show up at chapter 10 with no context, and they don't care, because they didn't get to read chapters 1 through 9. Start with your phone. Record a short clip saying what you're working on. Share a screenshot of a tool you're learning. Post a quote that hit you hard today and explain why. Show your workspace. Talk about a fear you overcame. Share your first client pitch. Show the behind-the-scenes mess. It doesn't have to be dramatic. It just has to be real. Stop thinking you need to add value by pretending to be a guru. Add value by being vulnerable. Add value by telling the truth. Your journey is the content. People are starving for authenticity. The market is oversaturated with creators trying to impress everyone and underpopulated with documenters just trying to be honest. You don't need to post viral content. You need to post consistent content. You need to show up even when you think it's too small to matter, because every post, every video, every thought, it's all building context. It's building depth. It's showing people that you're not just a moment. You're a movement in progress. Documenting builds trust. Creating builds image, and trust is the foundation of everything: sales, influence, attention, community. People don't buy from brands, they buy from people. They support journeys, they relate to struggle. They love watching someone go from "I'm starting this with $0 to "look how far I've come." And they'll stay loyal, not because you're perfect, but because you let them in. So stop stressing about the perfect angle, the perfect topic, the perfect edit. Just hit record, just write the post, just take the photo, capture the moment and share it, not because it's the best thing ever, but because it's part of the story. And your story is the brand, your process is the proof, your honesty is the strategy. Every day is content, if you're brave enough to share it. So don't wait until you've made it. Start documenting now. Because the people who win are the ones who were real before they were impressive. If you don't have money, then time is your currency, and it's way more valuable than you think. Everyone's out here complaining about what they don't have. I don't have the capital, I don't have investors, I don't have the connections, but they've got 6 hours a day to scroll, to binge, to do nothing, and they don't even realize they're sitting on the most valuable asset in the world: time. If you're broke, time is your investor, time is your business partner, time is your leverage, but only if you use it right. People think being rich is about money. It's not. It's about choices. And when you're starting with nothing, your choices come from what you do with your time. Every second you spend watching someone else live their dream is a second you could have spent building your own. And it's not about working 20 hours a day and burning out. It's about taking the hours you do have and squeezing the life out of them with focus and intent. Don't tell me you don't have time. You do. You just haven't decided that your dream matters enough yet. You've got time after work. You've got time after school. You've got time on weekends. You've got time instead of Netflix. Instead of complaining, instead of endlessly researching, you're not stuck. You're just choosing comfort over execution. Time doesn't care about your excuses. It keeps moving with or without you. Every person you admire, every entrepreneur, every creator, every success story, they weren't born with more time. They just used it better. They treated time like a weapon. While others were partying, they were practicing. While others were doubting, they were doing. And no, it doesn't happen overnight. But if you invest your time like money, strategically, consistently, it compounds, it snowballs, it stacks into momentum, into skill, into freedom. The crazy part, time is free. You don't need to earn it. You just need to use it. And if you've got time and the internet, you've got more than enough to win. Learn a skill for free on YouTube. Build a brand on free platforms. Network on LinkedIn or Discord. Post content on TikTok or Instagram. Write, film, design, flip, serve. You don't need to know everything. You just need to spend your time building something instead of watching others build theirs. If you're under 30 and you're broke, good, you've got time. If you're over 30 and you're broke, good, you've still got time. It's not about your age, it's about your urgency. The moment you stop wasting hours on things that don't matter is the moment you start gaining ground. No one owes you anything, but time gives you the opportunity to earn everything. You want to start a business with $0, then pay with time. Learn for 2 hours a night instead of watching shows. Build on weekends instead of sleeping in. Post content daily instead of overthinking for a month. That's the trade. That's the price. The people who make it aren't the ones who started with the most. They are the ones who used the most of their time, of their effort, of their belief. And don't confuse being busy with being productive. Some of you are working all day but never moving forward. You're doing tasks that feel like progress but don't actually build anything. Check your calendar. Check your screen time. Be honest about how many hours you waste, because if you're not spending your time building, you're spending it escaping, and escaping won't get you closer to freedom. Start treating your time like it's cash in your hand. Would you spend $500 to scroll through TikTok for 5 hours? No, then stop doing it with your time. Would you waste $0 watching someone else's life while your own goals collect dust? That's exactly what's happening every time you let time slip away without intention. Time is the most equal resource on the planet. You can't buy more of it. You can't borrow it. You either use it or you lose it. And if you can get real with yourself, if you can audit your day and decide that your dream is more important than comfort, you can do more in the next 12 months than most people do in 12 years. So stop waiting for some miracle. The miracle is your time, and you've got it right now. What you do with it determines everything. You're not too late. You're not too early. You're just one decision away from using your time like the weapon it is. So use it, all of it, because it's the only currency that matters when you're starting from zero.